Before I came to Des Moines, I was a curator of modern and contemporary art for almost 25 years at 4 different museums in Texas, New Jersey, and New York. When I was a curator of modern and contemporary art, I was responsible for many things, including buying works of art for the collection, organizing exhibitions, writing books and articles, and engaging directly with artists and donors. I knew I'd be facing many changes when I made the shift from being a curator at the Met to being director of the Des Moines Art Center. The Art Center is a mid-sized museum, whereas the Met is a large institution. I had 200 peers just in the curatorial department alone. It functioned a little bit like a university art museum. The Des Moines Art Center, though, it might be less well known, but it's much more nimble, much more responsive. There's really less that stands in the way of getting really exciting work done. As a director, I will still curate the occasional exhibition. I'm still very involved in building the collection, but I also oversee a staff of almost 90 full and part-time people, 3 buildings, and so my remit involves everything from operations to finances to human resources, and I find that work very exciting. I have throughout my career, really beginning in 2000 when I was a young curator in Houston, I made it a point to support artists of diverse backgrounds, women artists, artists of color, artists who identify with the LGBTQIA+ community, and I will continue that work here at the Art Center. I'm very excited to say that the curators and educators and staff of the Art Center have already been investing their time, dedication, and resources to diversifying the collection and also the program. So we were aligned before I arrived, and that makes my work very easy. The Art Center is turning 75 years old this year, and past staff, directors, curators, educators, board members, they have all laid the groundwork for an incredible future. And I see my role here at the Art Center joining in 2023 as the person who helps realize all the promise that previous generations have built into the Art Center. Well, there is so much to be excited about at the Art Center. I have been overwhelmed by the love and dedication among the staff, the board, and the community for this place. I sensed it before I arrived. It's one of the reasons why I decided to take the job. But the adoration for the Art Center among many stakeholders is palpable. It's very strong, and that's what's going to allow us to succeed. I would also say that I have been struck by the spirit of philanthropy that pervades all of Des Moines. I've come to understand that if you live in Des Moines and you have $1, you give $1. If you have $10, you give $10. There's a real spirit of service in this city, and I appreciate it as a director of a nonprofit, but it also makes my work easier and very enjoyable. So there are 1,000,001 ways to get involved in the Art Center. I would say that we are not even just one art center, but hundreds of different art centers. There are myriad experiences that we can provide for visitors. If you would like to come here to sit quietly, to contemplate, you can do that. If you'd like to come to the Art Center to learn, to be engaged, to be stimulated, you can do that as well. As far as very real, concrete ways to involve yourself in the Art Center, come through the door, visit us, walk through our galleries. You can attend our lectures, our gallery talks, our performances. You can also become a member. There are myriad membership groups and membership levels. You can also volunteer as a docent. And so I would say that we're really whatever people need us to be. What does success look like to us? An especially robust curatorial program. I want to make a point of bringing to this art center in Des Moines some of the most exciting artists and exciting exhibitions from around the country. I want to introduce ever more interesting and important artists to the community, and I want to reach more and more people in schools, in communities. I would tell a person visiting from out of town that Des Moines has as one of this country's, not the state's, but this country's strongest museums of contemporary art. They will be amazed what they can find here in Des Moines. It's on par with what they can find in DC, in New York, in Boston, in LA. It's an extraordinary museum with an extraordinary collection and three very important and very beautiful buildings. So one of the very special things about the Art Center is that our admission is free and participation in our programs is also free. So you can walk in the door without paying a penny, you can attend a lecture without paying $1. And this is happening in a moment when museums around the country and New York are increasing their admission to as high as $30 a person. The Art Center is committed to retaining free admission. We've had free admission for many years. And it's something that we're very proud of, and it's a true benefit to the community.